Good evening. Thanks for watching News on 2U with me, Renee Fong. Malaysia will continue to condemn the... I beg your pardon. Malaysia will continue to condemn the actions taken by Israel for its aggression and cruelties against the Palestinians. I beg your pardon. People from all walks of life and corners of Pahang paid their last respects to the former Sultan of Pahang, Paduka Ayahanda Sultan Ahmad Shah Al Mustain Billah at the Balairong Seri of Istana Abu Bakar in Pekan, Pahang today. Royal dignitaries and VVIPs paid their last respect, including all 8 of his children, including the young Di-Pertuan Agong Al Sultan Abdullah Hari Ayatuddin Al Mustafa Billah Shah and Raja Permaisuri Agong Tunku Aziza Aminah Maimunah Iskandaria. Also present were the Sultan of Johor, Sultan Ibrahim Ibni Almarhum Sultan Iskandar Al-Haj, and Tengku Mahkota Johor, Tunku Ismail Sultan Ibrahim, Sultan Terengganu, Tuanku Mizan Zainal Abidin and Permaisuri Nur Zahira, and Tengku Mahkota of Kelantan, Tengku Muhammad Faiz Petra. The public session that was held from midnight yesterday saw droves of people clad in black mourning attires filling up the Balairong Seri throughout the early hours of the morning. Chartered buses were parked along the streets outside the palace as people from several districts in Pahang and outside the state made their trip to pay their last respects to the late ruler. The Agriculture and Agro-Based Industry Ministry has introduced online applications to obtain approved permits APs for the import of food in efforts to curb corruption. Its Minister Datuk Salahuddin Ayub says the move was taken to abolish the rent-seeking culture in the country. Datuk Salahuddin said that some previous AP holders were not even in the related industry or even owned any factory.
Jadi sekarang dah semua pakai online. Online ni maknanya terbuka pada siapa-siapa dia boleh masuk. Dan lepas online tu akan diproses dan ada jawatankuasa teknikal yang akan menyiasat tentang permohonan itu. Ini kita buat dengan lebih telus.
Speaking after his ministry's monthly assembly in Putrajaya, Datuk Salahuddin further reminded government personnel not to demand contracts and tenders for their personal interests. Meanwhile, Datuk Salahuddin also informs that the new buyer of the National Feedlot Corporation NFC has expertise in the ruminant industry and assured it has not committed any misconduct as the previous buyer did. He said he was given the assurance that the NFC issue will conclude in the near future once the company makes full redemption of the loan to the Finance Ministry. Moreover, Datuk Salahuddin said his ministry is ever ready to collaborate with the local company to help improve the self-sufficiency level SSL of local beef production.
Jadi MOA cuma lihat mereka mematuhi semua syarat-syarat itu dan tidak menjejaskan kepentingan MOA dan loan itu dapat dibayar balik pada MOF. So kita hanya akan memberikan mereka peluang untuk mereka membina industri ruminan ini pada masa akan datang.
According to recent reports, NFC Chairman Datuk Seri Dr. Muhammad Saleh Ismail said NFC had a new buyer since 25 October last year and the buyer is ready to fully bear the liability of NFC's loan in 3 months' time. Finance Minister Lim Guan Eng also reportedly said NFC has not settled the loan debt with the government, which amounted to 254 million ringgit, including the interest and late interest as of 30th April 2019, and the government wants to claim the full amount of the loan. The Melaka Road Transport Department RTD has frozen the leave of 300 enforcement personnel have for the upcoming Hari Raya celebration. State JPJ Director Muhammad Firdaus Sharif said the move is part of its effort to reduce the number of road offences and accidents during the period. Muhammad Firdaus said a statement has been issued for all personnel to be on duty during the festive season. He said this after attending the Bubur Lambuk distribution program in Bukit Katil, Melaka today. Negeri Sembilan state government has set up a committee to investigate a resort which is believed to be operating illegally in Pantai Hills, Seremban. Its Menteri Besar Datuk Sri Aminuddin Harun says the committee will be headed by State Housing and Local Government, Urban Wellbeing and New Villages Committee Chairman Teo Kok Siong. Datuk Sri Aminuddin Harun said initial findings revealed the resort located on a steep slope was built without the approval and knowledge of the state government.
Kita nak lihat bahawa kita tak nak ada berlaku perkara yang tidak diingini di kawasan tersebut. Kerana pembinaannya ada di cerun-cerun. Ini telah berpuluh-puluh tahun dulu kita ambil alih, kita telah tubuhkan jawatan kuasa dan kita nak dah binding untuk kita apakah tindakan selanjutnya.
The Menteri Besar further noted that the state government had sent a notice to the owner of the resort that they have not built the premises in accordance with Section 125 of the National Land Code. Datuk Sri Aminuddin added that the government wants the owner of the resort to convert the status of the land first before taking any further action based on the committee's recommendations. About 123 Chinese nationals believed to have worked as gambling operators were detained by police in a special operation at the premises along Jalan Tebrau, Johor Bahru, Johor at 10 p.m. yesterday. Among the detainees include 109 men and 14 women aged between 16 to 47. Deputy Superintendent Muhammad Zairi Badarul of the Johor Anti-Vice Gambling and Secret Societies Division D7 at the Police Headquarters Crime Investigation Department CID said the success of the special operation was a result of intelligence collected for the past 2 weeks by his officers and personnel. All the suspects are suspected to have worked as gambling operators to attract customers to gamble online on Lucky 28 in China. The centre, which operates 24 hours a day, is believed to have started 1 month ago, with the suspects acting as a contact for people in China to promote gambling through several websites. In addition to the arrests, 118 laptops, 287 mobile phones and 77 notebooks were also seized. All detainees are currently being investigated under Section 4, subsection 1, subsection G of the Common Gaming House Act 1953 and Section 6, subsection 1, subsection C of the Immigration Act 1959 and 63 for failure to present valid travel documents. A drunk Bangladeshi man was arrested in Bandar Cukai, Kemaman, Terengganu for allegedly attempting to set a petrol station on fire late yesterday. During the 9:30 p.m. incident, the man aged in his 30s is said to have been furious after being rebuked by passers-by for trying to light a cigarette at the fuel station. The intoxicated foreigner then spun and swung the fuel hose toward the passers-by, who then tried to capture him. The man's violent actions caused several people who were in the middle of refueling their vehicles to flee the scene in fear, as the Bangladeshi was seen with his cigarette lighter threatening to set the station on fire. After causing a fracas for about half an hour, the foreigner was successfully restrained. Upon their arrival, police brought him to the Kemaman District Police Headquarters for further action. Initial investigations revealed that the man does not possess any valid identification documentation. The case is being investigated under Section 6, subsection 1, subsection C of the Immigration Act. The general public, including traders and consumers, are urged to reduce their use of plastic and polystyrene in an effort to preserve the environment. This includes using paper bags or bringing your own food and drink containers, especially when visiting Ramadan bazaars, and not using straws. According to Sabah Deputy Chief Minister, who is also the Sabah Local Government and Housing Minister, Datuk Jaujan Sambakong, the decrease in use of plastics and polystyrene will be the main focus of the ministry.
Kalaupun tidak dapat dihapuskan, dapat dikurangkan. Kerana ini yang menjadi tumpuan utama ini, kerana plastik termasuk straw dan juga polystyrene ini yang susah nak dilupuskan. Ini yang menyebabkan masalah lambakan sampah sarap yang hari ini cukup membebankan Kementerian.
Datuk Jaujan Sambakong said this to reporters after presenting aid to the hardcore poor at an event in Kudat. The bodies of 2 Indonesian nationals which were trapped in the rubble at a construction site at Gombak Integrated Bus Terminal early today were recovered at around 2 p.m. The 2 bodies were found 50 meters from where the first 3 injured victims were discovered. Kuala Lumpur Fire and Rescue Department Director Nordin Fauzi said the work of extricating the bodies of the victims were difficult due to the need to cut through steel and concrete.
Jadi yang pertama tadi tertimbus oleh konkrit yang besar, beam, dan juga yang ini adalah konkrit yang nipis tetapi ada kerangka besi. Lokasi yang berbeza. Kita telah pun berjaya membuat flushing menggunakan unit pengesan anjing sebanyak 4 ekor pagi tadi, tetapi tertumpu kepada lokasi di bawah bangunan. Jadi sekarang ni di luar daripada bangunan sebab dipercayai 2 ini adalah mangsa yang telah naik melalui ramp, berbeza daripada mangsa yang di bawah bangunan.
The left hand of a Bangladeshi victim who was crushed by the huge concrete structure had to be cut before the rescue operation could be carried out. 2 other Indonesian nationals, meanwhile, were rescued by other employees who were on site during the construction collapse at about 1 a.m. today. The structural weaknesses at the driveway to the multi-story car park, which was under construction, may have been a contributing factor to the collapse. The RHB Banking Group today launched the RHB SME eSolutions banking platform aimed at helping small and medium enterprises SMEs in managing its business in a more efficient manner. The platform offers SMEs a connected banking ecosystem that simplifies cash flow and financial management. RHB Group Managing Director Datuk Khairul Ramli said the banking network is the first of its kind launched by RHB in collaboration with Financial, an accounting automation software application development company.
Sudah mulakan dengan memberi mereka accounting solutions untuk mereka membuat reconciliation, untuk mereka dapatkan balance, untuk mereka membuat bayaran melalui accounting solution itu, dan di antara accounting solution ini dengan cash management RHB kita sudah pun membuat interface ya, supaya tidak perlu lagi human intervention.
To date, about 90,000 entrepreneurs are under the RHB SME ecosystem. RHB is targeting for at least 10,000 SMEs to use RHB eSolutions by 2020. Datuk Khairul said this after launching the RHB eSolution software in Kuala Lumpur today. The Domestic Trade and Consumer Affairs Ministry is satisfied with traders who have been abiding by the ceiling price of essential goods set by the government for the upcoming Hari Raya celebration. Its Minister, Datuk Sri Saifuddin Nasution Ismail, said he is satisfied with the situation, and upon checks, many have even sold their items below the ceiling price.
Setakat tinjauan yang saya sampai ini, saya sangat berpuas hati tentang 2 perkara. Kepatuhan, mana tak ada yang meletakkan harga melebihi harga shilling. Yang kedua, keupayaan mereka untuk mengurangkan dengan margin yang tinggi.
He said this after the relaunch of the giant hypermarket in Batu Cave, Selangor today. Also present at the event were Managing Director of GCH Retail Malaysia, Pierre Olivier de Planck, and Giant Batu Cave's Branch Manager, M. Jeffrey Suresh. Employers are advised to send their employees for skill training at industrial training institutes to gain additional knowledge and skills in their respective fields. Human Resources Minister M. Kulasegaran says the industrial training institutes will be opened from 5:30 to 11:30 p.m. to allow employees attend classes. Kulasegaran also said with the additional skills and knowledge equipped through these classes, employees can look forward to the possibility of promotion or increase in salary.
Kita katakan kepada industri-industri dan rakyat biasa supaya melanjutkan kemahiran mereka. Kerana orang asing, pekerja asing tak boleh melanjutkan pekerjaan asing. Jadi kita menawarkan kepada mereka. We are willing to give financial assistance, we are willing to give other assistance to get them into the nearest college, because this institute, like this kind of institute Latihan Perindustrian, it is from Kanga right to Tawau and Sandakan. Everywhere it is there.
The Human Resources Minister further added that the ministry will bear the costs of training for those from B40 category who wish to pursue their interests in this field. He said this to reporters at a Memorandum of Understanding MOU event between the Human Resources Ministry and the United Chinese School Committees Association of Malaysia, Dongjong, in Kajang, Selangor. And that concludes this evening's edition of News on 2. In our top story, Ministry introduces online applications to obtain APs for import of food. News on 2 will come on again at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon with more updates. Till then, I'm Renee Fong. Have a pleasant evening.